Today we're going to be listening to what Adam Aron just said about Q1 of 2024 and what he thinks about the future of AMC. Now the live broadcast was actually about an hour long, but I'm just going to be cutting to the parts where Adam Aron is talking about AMC and the stock and all the important stuff that we want to hear. As of right now though, AMC closed at $3.19 and is currently trading down 2% after hours at $3.12. We did have a little jump to $3.30, then it got pushed back down. Now obviously I was wrong in my past couple of videos. We didn't get the squeeze or the move up today, but we also didn't get the move down. Right now we are trading sideways, and whenever AMC is trading sideways and a big catalyst like freaking Billie Eilish coming live to AMC theaters is coming up, it tends to go up. So I am still bullish on AMC stock, and I am still looking at loading up on more. Kind of disappointed. I wanted a move to happen, whether up or down. If it would have went down, I would have bought more. If it would have went up, it would have been a day to celebrate. Today we are just moving in a flat line, so now there's nothing to do but diamond hand. But make sure to go down and subscribe if you guys are new to the channel, because I do update you guys on AMC stock every single day. And let's hear what Adam Aron said right now.
Good afternoon, one and all, and thank you for joining us today. Against the backdrop of an industry box office that was hampered by Hollywood's strike-induced production delays, AMC once again outperformed. We exceeded Wall Street expectations for total revenues, adjusted EBITDA, net income, and diluted earnings per share. It was no surprise to most astute observers that the number of major film releases in the first quarter of 2024 would be greatly reduced because of production delays caused by the 5 months-long actors and writers strikes of 2023 in Hollywood. Indeed, we saw that one major studio had its first quarter domestic box office revenues decrease by an astounding 98% compared to the first quarter of 2023. That studio's decline was not because of some strategic shift to streaming or a disinterest by consumers in going to movie theaters. It was solely because they were not able to release new films into the market due to the actors and writers strikes of midsummer last year. However, at AMC, we were heartened by several important events in the first quarter. First, that moviegoing bounced back in March, which was a considerably stronger month than January or February. Second, that our company's intensive review of the movies coming out later in 2024, 2025, and 2026 suggests, in our view, that very good times are ahead for the movie theater industry. And third, that our company, AMC Entertainment, performed so well in Q1, increasing our market share and continuing to become a more potent and more efficient operator. Notwithstanding a 6% decline in the quarter's North American box office compared to 2023, AMC's total revenue remained broadly in line with the prior year, and our per-patron revenue and per-patron profit continued along their stellar growth trajectory, with all-time first-quarter records achieved on these two metrics in our domestic business. At AMC in the quarter, our total revenue per patron was almost 36% above the pre-pandemic level in Q1 of 2019. And even more impressive is that our contribution margin per patron, defined as total revenue, less film exhibition costs, and less food and beverage costs, divided by the number of patrons, was almost 44% above pre-pandemic Q1 of 2019. These achievements are thanks to our relentless focus on enhancing the guest experience at our theaters, while at the same time driving efficiency in our operations. Through our resilience, resolve, creativity, and flexibility, AMC continues to adeptly navigate through changing and challenging circumstances. Our surging revenues per patron and surging profit per patron numbers are why at AMC we believe that there's now a path for AMC to achieve the same levels of EBITDA that we enjoyed pre-pandemic, even at lower levels of revenue. What's more, if and when the industry revenue does fully recover, we would then expect to be able to achieve substantially higher levels of EBITDA than we did in the past. Moviegoer sentiment is clear. Guests want to see movies on a huge silver screen, and they are consistently willing to pay more for the best possible experience. That certainly favors AMC, as we have more premium large format screens, namely IMAX, Dolby Cinema, and Prime, than any other cinema operator in the world. Consumers are also paying up for innovative food and beverage offerings, and AMC continues to outsell all our major competitors in F&B. All moviegoers also are now buying movie-themed merchandise from us online and at our concession stands in quantities that we have never before seen. Enough said from me about the first quarter of 2024, because my focus is not on a strike that impacted January and February movie releases. It is instead on two other things. First is not the movies that were not released in January and February. It is instead the movie slate that is coming over the next 2 years to 2.5 years. I am more optimistic now about the future of movie theaters than I have ever been. And that's because of the movie slate that's coming, especially towards the end of 2024, in 2025, and again in the first half of 26, which hold, in my opinion, great promise. Second, I'm paying great attention to our cash reserves. I've said over and over again on these calls and webcasts that cash is king, and that the smartest thing AMC has ever done since COVID hit in 2020 was to make sure that our cash reserves at AMC were robust, while other theater operators fell by the wayside. To that end, it is so energizing and so reassuring that we had $624 million of unrestricted cash at the end of Q1, and that AMC has raised yet another $124.1 million of equity capital since March 31. With cash in the bank, we are better prepared to weather any storm. But fortunately, storms do end. As a result, we see the box office turning an important corner later this year and again in full year 2025. This is not just AMC's view. Having recently returned from our industry's largest and most important annual gathering, CinemaCon, the positive energy in the air was palpable. One studio after another confirmed that film production was once again in full motion, that they were eager to bring more titles to the silver screen, and that the value of theatrical exhibition has never been more evident. I'm not going to regale you on this webcast with all the titles of the cavalcade of big movies that are coming, but they are indeed coming. And it all starts in just a few months with a great slate of movies exclusively for theatrical exhibition. They include new characters and captivating storylines, along with familiar faces and popular franchises. When I look at year-end 2024, and especially at full year 2025, and I see an industry box office, I don't think I should say yet, hallelujah, let the good times roll. But I can finally say with confidence, hallelujah, let the significantly better times roll. Things are looking up as we look ahead. Before taking your questions, I'd like to bring you all up to date on 5 ongoing initiatives at AMC. First is our continuing dialogue with several of the world's greatest musical artists. As you know, for the first time in our company's history, in late 2023, we surprised the world with our Taylor Swift and Beyoncé concert films. That appears to be the gift that keeps on giving, because ever since, we've been in conversation with artist after artist after artist after artist, some of the biggest names who routinely fill arenas and stadiums the world over. That has led to an announcement just yesterday of our collaboration with 9-time Grammy winner and 2-time Academy Award winner Billie Eilish, in partnership with Apple Music and Interscope Records. Next week, on May 16 and 17, our AMC Theater Dolby Cinemas will be an integral part of the launch of her new album, Hit Me Hard and Soft. In a special listening event, Billie Eilish fans will be able to hear the new album in Dolby Atmos sound exclusively at AMC Theaters the day before the album is released to the public. The visual content on screen has been carefully selected to delight those in attendance. This is just the beginning of the innovative programming that will be coming to our theaters from our new distribution arm, AMC Theaters Distribution. While the Billie Eilish listening event will take place only at AMC locations, we took great pride that so many of our fellow movie theater operators were included in our efforts with Taylor Swift and Beyoncé. We expect going forward that some of our activity in this sphere will be exclusively held at AMC locations only, and that other activity cooperatively will be shared across our entire industry. Second, let's talk briefly about the success of AMC's Retail Popcorn Initiative, which just now has celebrated its 1-year anniversary. Initially offered exclusively at Walmart, with ready-to-eat popcorn at just 550 locations, but within weeks thereafter, we introduced our microwave popcorn varieties, and we expanded to some 2,600 Walmart stores, as well as to Walmart.com. Sales have been brisk, and more retailers have decided to carry our branded popcorn for the home. Today, AMC's Perfectly Popcorn is now sold at 6,500 points of distribution, or nearly 12 times as many locations as when we first launched a year ago. We've added Amazon.com as well, and grocery juggernauts Publix and Kroger to our distribution channels, and we are ambitiously pursuing further growth, adding more grocery chains as we look ahead later this year and next. The third topic to discuss today is our exploding food and beverage sales numbers, which lead the industry among major operators in the United States. Naturally, we're pleased that the New York State Legislature just weeks ago agreed to allow movie theaters to serve alcohol, a ban that has been in place for almost a century, believe it or not. This means for us that we can have lucrative liquor sales at 30 more AMC movie theaters across the state of New York. Beyond that, our culinary team continues to work passionately on innovative in-theater food and beverage offerings. For example, at more than 400 AMC theaters across the country in the United States, we've just added new, fresh donut hole offerings in multiple flavors to sweeten the movie-going experience. The Baker's Dozen shareable donut holes come in 3 heavenly flavors: cinnamon sugar, strawberry, and our proprietary peanut butter blend created in partnership with PB2. Every serving comes with a container of warm icing to make each bite even sweeter and to add just a few calories to this neat little offering at AMC. These things might look like donut holes to our guests, but to us, they look like incremental dollars. We expect to sell a lot. Similarly, we're innovating at our 50 dine-in theaters as well, where guests are served a more comprehensive food and beverage menu. We've added 4 entirely new offerings: new artisan pizzas with 5 different toppings, 2 new chicken sandwich choices, each nestled on a toasted brioche bun, a new Caesar salad with chicken to complement our already popular Cobb salad. And last but certainly not least, again, to satisfy those sweet tooth or teeth, we've introduced milkshakes in 5 flavors, including chocolate with Ghirardelli chocolate syrup, vanilla, strawberry, peanut butter with a Reese's peanut butter sauce, and an Oreo shake with Oreo cookie pieces mixed in. It's no accident that AMC Food and Beverage leads the way in our industry. We devote substantial resources to imaginatively understanding the flavor palette and the diverse tastes and appetites of AMC moviegoers. The fourth topic to discuss quickly, at our European theaters, we have just introduced an intriguing innovation, which we've named XL. We have branded more than 60 of our larger screen auditoriums, but screens that would not necessarily qualify as a premium large format. We've given them an XL name, XL for extra large, of course, and gently nudge into the market a small premium price in these auditoriums. We're watching the success of this new product very closely to see if we should expand the concept further in Europe and or to our U.S. theaters as well. And finally, fifth, we are taking our AMC Investor Connect program very seriously, both to reward our shareholders and to stimulate added patronage at our theaters from the more than 1 million members in this program. In the summer of 2021, AMC launched AMC Investor Connect, a first of its kind program in which our shareholders were invited to enroll so that we could engage directly with them. Investor benefits to our retail shareholders through AMC Investor Connect have included shareholder-exclusive promotions, NFTs, free or discounted items, invitations to special screenings, and communications directly from me as CEO of the business. Our continued commitment to AMC Investor Connect recognizes the important role that our retail shareholders have played in getting AMC through these past difficult COVID and strike-impacted years, and the program is designed to provide them with truly exclusive rewards and benefits. Especially knowing that there are many retail shareholders listening to this webcast right now, can I remind you all that at 7 p.m. local time tonight, in our IMAX Dolby Cinema and AMC Prime auditoriums, we are offering a special advanced screening of Disney's stunning new movie, that's right, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, which opens to the general public this weekend. We hope you enjoy it.
So that's what Adam Aron had to say about Q1 of 2024. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below about what Adam Aron said. This is insanely good news to my ears. AMC is coming off the writer's strike. This is our last quarter we're going to get losing this much money. For the next 2-3 years, it's going to be all up from here. I really do believe so. And I do believe the stock is going to rise along with the movie theater chain. But that's just my personal opinion, not financial advice whatsoever. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll catch you guys in my next one. As y'all know, I'm buying the dip.
Here we go. Come on. Push it. Buy the dip.